So you can talk a little bit one, Tom.
Okay.
I'm doing the video.
All right. You can see the holes here, Danielle. The holes in the channel layer. They got one bolt here. Come over here. They got one bolt here with a bunch of washers on it. But if you look down here, you can see several bolts. The others are all rotted off. This is an original square bolt. See the holes in the channel here?
Yeah.
You can see my finger through it?
No, you can see that.
No, over this side. My finger's through the channel there. That's all eaten out. That channel is no good.
Yeah.
These are this bolt here is undersized. It's supposed to be 2 of them if they're 3/8 or ½ inch.
Yeah.
Same thing over here, it's undersized bolts. This gusset here is all welded because they welded this channel on to try to comfort all the rust in that channel here.
Yeah.
You can see the undersized bolts in the stairs there. You can see the spaces gone there. That's a new clip with undersized bolts. The stair is broken. You can see all the rust and stuff on that side. You can see all the rust and the bad as this one is broken. And you can see all the rust that's in here that was in the connections. They did not clean them. You can see all the rust on the connections there. You can see the rust on the connection there. Another broken tread, you can see all the rust. And this one broke when we were doing the inspection. My assistant Danielle was walking up when the tread broke. This one here, you can see all the rust in it and how bad it is in the undersized bolts. This is a new tread they put in, and it is welded. It is welded. There is no bolts in it. You can see underneath here, there is no bolts in it. They welded it. You can see the space is starting to go here, the undersized bolts. Space is gone there. Undersized bolts in the rail. See all the rust in the connections here and the undersized bolts. Rust in the connections. That gusset down there is welded, not bolted. Rails here are welded. Rails here are welded. Rails here are welded. You can see the bolt down there, that's an undersized bolt. Welded here. They welded flat bar underneath there. And you can see the floors here, the separators, some of them are gone. And there, undersized bolt in that connection. They welded flat bar here where the separators are bad. They put a couple of new bolts there. They didn't change that bolt. Undersized bolts in the railing there, undersized bolts here, undersized bolts in the connections here. Undersized bolts, space is gone there, space is gone there. You can see the rust in the connections and the space is gone there. They modified a clip there to hold it on. You can see the rust in the connection there, the rust in the connection there. You can see the space is gone on this fire escape. See the space is gone, you can see the rust in the connections. Space is gone, the rust in the connections. Space is gone, space is gone. So the rust is eating away at the rod, eating away at the rod, eating away at the rod. Bottom stair is buried in snow. And the bottom of the railing, you can see the undersized bolts there. Undersized bolts, undersized, the rust coming down the tiering, undersized bolts. All the bolts here, you can see the rusting in the tearing in the corner there and in the railing. You can see the water coming out of the cement there. You can see all the rust up there. You can see where they welded spaces underneath. You can see the rust on the wall there where the water gets into the steel. You can see the cracks in the brick there where somebody's cemented them. Fire escape engineer summary video from Canton development. We have a broken stairs from the second and third floor. You have 3 stairs that broke. 2 were previously broke. 1 broke today while we were doing the inspection. We have undersized bolts in the fire escape that are 5/15 instead of 3/8. You have welded pieces of connections. You have gussets up on the second floor supporting the stringer that has holes big enough that I can put my fingers through them. Somebody welded a piece of channel on it and then welded the gusset that has holes big enough that I can put my fingers through it. You have holes in the channel on the other side supporting the second floor landing. You have undersized bolts on the 3rd floor. You have tread issues with rust in the connections. You have spacer issues on the grating and on the treads. It needs to be refurbished. Okay, thank you.